Signals ensure that railroad traffic runs smoothly and orderly, both in real life and in model scale. Semaphores are especially nice to look at. Some of them can still be found at stations. However, their number keeps declining. There are various types of semaphores with particular functions and features. Pictured here are 2 departure signals at a small station. A major perk for model railroaders is they can easily use these very semaphores in layouts of Era 3 through Era 5. Here comes the Eurocity with its lovely dome cars of the Swiss Federal Railroad. Semaphores are part of the mechanical interlocking tower. Both turnouts and signals are controlled with the help of wires. If you want to recreate this operating mechanism in detail, you will find matching components for sale at the various accessory suppliers. It takes some skill to accomplish the reproduction. In contrast, counterweights are available ready to use. Pictured here is a lever frame with turnout and signal levers. It takes a strong arm to operate the levers.
Man kennt sie ja von früher, die Formsignale. Da gab es ja dann auch die Hauptsignale mit einem Flügel oder auch mit 2 Flügeln, man sagt eben HP0, HP1 oder HP2.
We have produced semaphores before. They came with 1 or 2 arms. Nowadays we have the same signals, but also added a new version, namely the Siemens signal with a slender mast. Its prototypes are used wherever there is a narrow distance between the tracks. Furthermore, we have the usual approach signals and the track obstruction signals.
Und eben auch das Gleissperrsignal.
Signals are primarily used to coordinate train traffic entering and exiting the station. Furthermore, they can be found along single track lines, where they ensure that train crossings take place safely. Model railroaders, no matter if they use direct or alternating current, may install the new main signals by Märklin with a realistic design. 4 different versions are available. This is the type with a slender mast. This version is primarily used in narrow spaces. Next to it is a signal with double arms and a lattice mast. It is available as a Märklin item as well. This signal comes with an especially nice and detailed mast including panels with their characteristic color scheme in red and white. The signals were designed to minimize the amount of wires and cables that need to be installed before the signal is ready for operation. This also means the decoder is already mounted inside. What is left to be done is to plug in the red and brown wires. They ensure the current supply and the digital signal. The first steps take place at the programming track, which first needs to be connected to the CS3. These 2 wires directly connect to the signal. At this point, we haven't powered the signal yet. This is important for setting the mode of operation and the address. Switch number 10 is turned off, which selects FX/MFX. Our signal is supposed to answer to address number 8. For this purpose, switch number 4 needs to be put into the on position. Consult the manual for more information on possible addresses. We use servo motors to operate the signals. We had more than 80,000 cycles of operation tested, a time-consuming endeavor, which was necessary to come up with long-lasting and reliable servo motors. Another perk of servo motors is that they're fairly easy to program. For the new signals, we've pre-installed several settings that the customers can choose from. This is easily done using the CS3. Press the Edit tab and select the Discover MFX Items option. The CS3 is now looking for the new signal, which shouldn't take long. Here is the new item. The signal is already displayed here just like the other items. At this point, we'd like to adjust a few things. Select Edit Article List, then select the signal symbol to open the info frame. Select the Setup option to check the switching time. It currently is 200 milliseconds, which is adequate. Click on Configuration to adjust further features such as the characteristic bouncing motion of the signal. This can be edited under the Bewegungsmuster option. The factory setting is langsam, which means slow. However, we want to make the typical bouncing motion visible and therefore choose the function called Mittel und Wippen. Press OK to complete the editing of the function. Now the signal should already show its typical motion pattern. By the way, warm white maintenance-free LEDs serve as the signal's lamps. They can also be dimmed. There are various possible ways to install this signal. On the one hand, it can be installed on the surface. In this case, the drive unit will remain visible. On the other hand, it can be installed with the bottom part underneath. This is possible if the base of the layout is no more than 0.4 inches thick. For this mounting option, you will have to drill a hole with a diameter of 16 mm or about 0.6 inches. Insert the signal from underneath and secure it using the enclosed clips. As it is the custom with real signals, the model version still has to be labeled. You will find matching adhesive letters as part of the signal's packaging. This layout is already completed, which is why the signal can only be operated manually and without directly controlling trains on its own. This means model railroaders will have to take action themselves. This Series 217 engine stops in front of the signal just like the real thing. In this case, our model serves as a block signal protecting the following track segment. Its arms are signaling that the tracks ahead are clear. The new signals in the half-O scale look wonderful on any layout. In upcoming editions of MTV Extra, we are going to present further possible uses for the new signals, as well as the approach signal and the new light signals.